Hello students, welcome. This is Dr. Chetna Kumawat. Today we are going to start a new chapter which is capital structure. In this chapter we will understand meaning and definition of capital structure, in which capital structure and capitalization, capital structure and financial structure, capital structure and assets structure, factors influencing capital structure, in which internal and external both, balanced or optimal capital structure, patterns of capital structure or EBIT EPS analysis, trading on equity, and few more things. A company may raise its total capital from various sources such as shares, equity and preference, debentures, and other long-term borrowings. Payment of dividend on equity shares is not necessary, but to pay interest on debentures and dividend on preference share is essential. Though in absence of profits, the dividend on cumulative preference shares can be postponed for a particular year. Thus, debentures and preference shares create undeniable and fixed charges. Which of these securities be issued for raising capital? This is a question. If debentures are to be issued, then up to what extent? What should be the ratio between equity and preference shares? Similarly, what should be the ratio among different securities? All these questions are answered in capital structure. First, we will understand meaning and definition of capital structure. The word structure is used in science of engineering where it means different parts of a building. Companies, as we know, raise their capital through various sources with shares, debentures, retained earnings. From whatever source the capital is raised, it is invested in different types of assets. As in the construction of a building, different types of materials are used in definite standard proportion according to size and nature of the building. Similarly, raising of capital from different sources and their use in different assets by a company is made on the basis of certain principles that provide a system of capital so that the maximum rate of return can be earned at minimum cost. This sort of system of capital is known as capital structure. Thus, capital structure refers to the combination or mix of debt and equity which a company uses to finance its long-term operations. Capital in this context refers to the permanent or long-term financing arrangements of the company. Debt capital, therefore, is the company's long-term borrowings, and equity capital is the long-term funds provided by the shareholders or owner of the company. Thus, in capital structure, it is decided that what portion of the total required capital be raised from shares and what portion from debentures. In share capital too, what should be the proportion of preference share capital and equity or risk capital? In the words of Weston and Brigham, capital structure is the permanent financing of the firm, represented by long-term debt, preferred stock, and net worth. While Wessel R.H. says the term capital structure is frequently used to indicate the long-term sources of funds employed in a business. In this way, the type of securities to be issued and the proportionate amount that make up the capitalization is known as capital structure or financial structure. Many a times the term capital structure and capitalization are used in the same sense, but there exists a basic difference between the two terms. Capitalization is quantitative concept indicating the total amount of long-term finance required to carry on the business. Capital structure, on the other hand, is the pattern of financing and is the process which comes after determining capitalization. It involves the issue of different types of securities like equity, shares, preference shares, and debentures to raise the total amount of funds required and the relative proportion of each type of securities. Thus, it is a qualitative concept representing the form of long-term financing financing. In short, capitalization is the determination of the quantum of capital, whereas capital structure refers to the determination of forms or types of capital. Capital structure and financial structure. The term capital structure and financial structure are also often used interchangeably. However, there is a difference between these two terms. Capital structure is the permanent financing of the company representing long-term source of capital, that is owner funds, and long-term debt but excluding short-term credit. Financial structure refers to the way the company's assets are financed. It is the entire left-hand side of the balance sheet which represents all the long-term and short-term sources of capital. Thus, capital structure is only a part of financial structure. If short-term liabilities are added in capital structure, it becomes financial structure. As capital structure and financial structure differs, similarly, there is a basic difference between the capital structure and assets structure. Asset structure refers to total assets and their components. It includes all types of assets of the company, that is fixed assets and current assets. In other words, asset structure means gross capital employed in the business, whereas capital structure refers only long-term sources of finance. Now let's quickly take a look on the factors influencing capital structure. Capital structure directly affects the financial soundness of a business enterprise. Hence, all the factors which affect its capital structure should be considered at the time of its formation. These factors can be divided in two categories, that is, number 1, internal factors, and number 2, external factors. Internal factors are like size of business, nature of business, regularity of income, assets structure, age of firm, desire to control, future plans, period and purpose of financing, operating ratio and trading on equity, as well as external factors which influence capital structure are mainly capital market conditions, nature of investors, policy of financial institutions, taxation policy, government control, cost of capital, seasonal variances, economic fluctuations, and nature of competition. Thus, from the foregoing description, it is clear that planning of capital structure requires a comparative analysis of cost, risk, and control associated with different securities pattern. The problem cannot be solved in general term or by any formula. There are pros and cons for each alternative. There is no such thing as the ideal capital structure for all the companies. A balanced and judicious mix of various securities can be decided only within the context of an individual company and at a specific point of time. So, what we understand from the balanced or optimal capital structure? Even though The designing of capital structure is very difficult. Every company should plan its capital structure properly. Proper planning of capital structure helps to minimize the cost of financing. It is said that the basic problem in the financing of an enterprise is to evolve an optimal or ideal capital structure. Even then, an attempt should be made to achieve an optimal capital structure as it helps to maximize the value of the firm. The optimal or the best capital structure implies the most economical and safe ratio between various types of securities. It may be defined as that mix of debt and equity which maximizes the value of the company and minimizes the cost of capital. In other words, to have an optimal capital structure, various securities such as equity shares, preference shares, and debentures should be issued in such a balanced proportion that it may help in achieving the firm's objective of maximizing profits. Thus, in a firm having an optimal capital structure, the value of an equity share is the maximum while the average cost of capital is the minimum. The value of an equity share mainly depends upon earnings per share. Therefore, so long the rate of return on investment is equal or more than the average cost of capital, the value of shares can be maximized by increasing the amount of debt capital. In this way, average cost of capital becomes minimum at optimal or balanced capital structure. So this is it for today's lecture. Thank you so much for your patience and learning.